Now, for you out there, thank you so much for staying with us. Today, we're going to talk to you again with Murshidah in the studios to tell you more about freedom of choice.
Freedom of choice. Good morning, Murshidah.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, morning.
Hi, everybody. Happy Merdeka Day to everybody. Yeah.
Thanks. Now, let's talk about the topic itself.
Okay, freedom of choice. We're talking about freedom of choice. Now, when we talk about Merdeka, right, people always talk about, every Merdeka, freedom, right? But when we talk about ourselves, right, what is freedom? Okay, freedom of choice is when, first of all, I want all of you to just think of two things, okay? When you say the word, I have no choice, notice the feeling. And then when you say, I can make choices freely in my life. Right, and I notice that feeling. I'm responsible for my life, and I can make choices freely in my life. Right, notice that feeling. All right, how does that feel? When you hear the word "I have no choice," you feel your energy has gone down. You feel like really, you feel weak, right? And I just wanted to quote also today a quote from Wayne Dyer that I read, and it's called "Freedom means you are unobstructed in living your life as you choose. Anything else is a form of slavery." Slavery, So can you imagine? And I have worked with prison inmates, and I have worked with people in the public, and I've worked with people in the corporates. And I can say that sometimes even in people in the prison, because they are taking responsibility of their life for change, some of them said that they feel they are freer in prison than outside. And I've worked with corporate people also. And some of the words that they use, out there are like, I have no choice. And, it may seem as if you do not have any bars or you are not within a cage. But as long as you say that I have no choice, you are actually enslaving yourself.
You're creating your own prison.
Exactly. Yeah. So in your life, take responsibility, right? And I know now is Merdeka, all of us have that feeling of, the semangat berkobar-kobar, that feeling.
The patriotism.
Yes, patriotism. Notice that feeling, okay? Hari Raya is coming. Also, you have that feeling. During Ramadan, the last 10 days, you notice that feeling. And especially sometimes end of the year, where we all set all our resolutions and all that, you notice that feeling. Now, that is an energy change in all of us, right? Energy change inside of us. Now, every time people have that feeling of positivity or something like, oh, I want to make changes in my life, right? Then what happens during the course of that 1 year or that life? Most of the time, people forget about that feeling already. Okay, so I want all of us to actually keep that energy level inside of us, to constantly be in that state of excitement, state of high energy, all right? Because that will keep us moving positively in the world that we want to create. And just now, Annie, you mentioned off camera about Gandhi, right? And I also wanted to quote Gandhi. He said, "Be the change you want to be in this world." So instead of complaining, criticizing, blaming, when you criticize, you blame and you complain and you justify whatever failures in your life, or whatever you're not happy with, you blame other people or find little mistakes that other people do, right? And then you pick on them. That drains your energy. You're not taking responsibility of your life, and you are actually enslaving yourself. All right, when we want to talk about moving to the next level, you also mentioned this morning that Malaysia has gone very far, the last years, in terms of the development and the change. That is wonderful. How do we move on to the next level, right? And if you look at successful people in this world, you notice the energy inside each and every one of them. They are highly motivated. They have a purpose in their life. They always have that celebration feeling at every state of their life. They may not be going hoo-ha all the time, but inside them, their semangat is berkobar-kobar all the time, right? They know where they're going to go, all right? And they do it positively. There will always be people around you who will need
negative
impacts, but they will always move forward. They will move forward, like Gandhi, like, what you mentioned just now. All these successful people in the world, they always move on. So I would also like to emphasize this point about success, right? If you want to look at successful person, right, you look at the energy within that person. The person has a very high energy. You want to look at successful relationship. Bring two people together, like both of you, the energy goes up. Successful relationship, yeah? So the energy goes up, all right? If you have two people together and the energy goes down, alamak, this guy's face again, that kind of feeling. It's not a successful relationship, right? And you want to look at a successful family, right? You don't look at, the way they decorate their house, all the antiques in their house, the beauty, or some people say, oh, that family is very successful. All the children semua got degree, got PhD, you know, but you notice the way the family members sit around a dinner table, how do they eat? How do they interact with each other?
How successful is that?
Sometimes you see that the house is so nice, but when they eat, cluck, 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 they're so afraid to even look at each other, right? The energy goes down, right? That is not a successful family. And a successful company, for example, it's not about how you all set the feng shui or, you know, the waterfall or and all that kind. That is all additional. But you look at the energy of the people within that company. When you have a meeting together, do the energy of the people go down? Oh no, I have to see this person's face again. Or, oh, we're going to have a meeting. Yes, we're going to do something about where we're going to plan, the goal that we're going to achieve. The energy goes up. That is a successful company.
It also depends on the boss that you have.
Yes, leadership is really important. Okay, because leadership will also create the people.
That's right.
Below.
That's
right. You cannot complain about the people below. Oh, all these people are lousy workers, or you know, oh, my children are all lousy. You know, who are the leaders? You are responsible for the people.
Well, that's an interesting point. When you say freedom of choice, the first thing that comes to mind is caveat emptor, buyer beware. So you're taking responsibility for what you purchased or what you have chosen to purchase. So how does one in one's life actually take responsibility for each and every choice without, you know, that whole drop in energy occurring? Because sometimes you may not really like your choice.
Yeah, true. I agree with you. I've had a lot of that buyer's remorse as well. Yeah, but what we can do is you take responsibility. Okay, I made a wrong choice. You know, sometimes you say things in a meeting, for example, or you know, you go out and meet a new person and you actually bluntly say certain things that you didn't mean, and then after that you say, oh no, you know, but some people go right, oh, it's because that person deserves it, right, to cover it, right? But some people, they go back and say, okay, I have done something that is not right, so in the future, you know, I'm going to change. Or sometimes people take responsibility, apologize back to the other person.
Okay, so just sorry, Murshidah, just coming back to you. Hold that thought. Let me just give this out to all of you out there. 2282-9062. Call us, Malaysia. If you have something that you'd like to share with us, or maybe talk to Murshidah about the freedom of choice, what do you think that is to you? At the same time, when we talk about success, coming back to where you're from, just, you know, moving a little 2 steps backward, when you said that it takes a person to exude the success to another person, it takes a person to recognize that aura that a person carries. If you are someone assuming a corporate environment, and how do you now every day walk into the office with that energy, that's right. I mean, how would you face life every day with that energy? What gives you that little edge?
The right suit might help.
What is your purpose in your life, right? If you see that your job or the work that you are doing is adding value to the world, and you see it is aligned with a purpose in your life, the energy will go out. Why people do not feel aligned or their energy goes down is because, why am I doing this? You know, that question they ask themselves. Why do I wake up in the morning doing this? They don't know their purpose in their lives, right? So when you have that energy inside of you, you know your purpose and everything else around you is aligned, you get the right team to work with you, right? That is when you know, the energy will come out, all right? And you can feel it when you are with somebody, the person next to you, right? You can feel the energy of that person, whether the person is positive or negative, you know? Yeah.
Fantastic.
So the one thing that I'd like to also remind myself as well is that we should always focus on the things that we are grateful for, the things that we want to achieve in our lives, right? But at the same time, always be grateful in every aspect of your life. Because when we talk about complain about the things that we don't have, right? We recognize that. Okay, then do something. If you don't have that and you want it, then do something about that to change. But if you are in a state of always thinking, oh, I don't have enough, how can I be positive? I'm so negative. You know, everybody is this and that. It will drain your energy, and your subconscious mind will be programmed to attract all these negative things.
All the negative impacts.
Yeah, and you get more negative. That's why sometimes people say, how come, you know, this group of people never rise up? You know, they're always in that state of, you know, denial or low income or something, you know. It's because, go back to themselves, you know, how can you take responsibility of your life?
All right.
Well,
now, basically, simply put, I think, count your blessings for what you have, and not ask why you don't have it.
Yep. Well, going back to that saying, that's not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Not Lincoln.
Not Lincoln. Kennedy. Yes. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. Have a fantastic Independence Day tomorrow. Go out, catch the celebrations in Bukit Jalil if you can. If not, watch it live on TV1. And we'd like to say Salam Satu Malaysia.
Yes, Selamat Hari Merdeka to all of you, one and all from Malaysia. And of course, we're going to have Thai Juara Bintang P. Ramlee 2008 with Di Gerhayu O Tanah Airku. Take it away, Thai.